Couple seconds early. But what the heck. All right. Oh, yeah, Morgan. Very excited. Mr. Worley, what's up? Jojo, Ellen, Ellie. Just another person. Steven, what's up, man? How is everybody today? Ragnarok. Outdoor shenanigans. Yo, 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 yo. Cal. Always right on time. Pawan. Michi. My God. Yes. Also tired. We took the kids this weekend on just a random spur of the moment trip to Wisconsin and just stayed the night in a hotel just to get away from the routine of life. Ellie Yerman. Got some laundry going myself. Absolutely. Raluca. I was in Wisconsin, yep. Lake Geneva. Very exciting place, although we didn't exactly explore or anything like that. It was DZ Kongs. What is a DZ Kong? Oh, is that this thing? What is this thing? I just got this one the other day. I have not reviewed yet. Same with this. Abbey Bay. Nerd Town. Yeah, getting away from just the monotony of stuff is a must. The plan for today, Morgan, let's see. Wait, hold on. Ragnarok. The live I did with Mel, I said I'm working on a slider. Yeah. All right. Hell yeah, Ragnarok. I'll be curious to see what that looks like. I know YEDC. Was it YEDC? No, not YEDC. Geez Louise, I'm having a brain fart. The ones that do the breakthrough just released a new slider today. Somebody said it looked X-rated. And now I can't stop thinking about it. I don't think I'm going to buy that one. The plan for today, so I've got my laptop up because obviously we're going to do one of the random number generating race games to decide, but I've got my spreadsheet up with who signed up for what. So we'll take a look at that in a minute here. I don't want to keep people waiting too long, but we'll let some other people join and then maybe do the drawing here about 3:10. Oh, the new top B. Yeah, mine is stuck right outside of Chicago. But generally, once I see people getting theirs, I'll receive mine about 3 days later. So it is on the way. I'm excited to check that one out. Just another person. Yeah, I don't know who mentioned it, but very interesting. Oh, nicely done. A Lautie Sam ring. Cool. Phygiology, is that another YouTube or is that one of the groups? I've heard that before, but I have not investigated. Yeah, looks like it makes some cool stuff. Yeah. Cal, I dig your stuff. This is the one I've enjoyed the most from the old Fidget Duck. Fidget Duck EDC. Sir fart aggressively. Mohammed, when you say the bubble slider, you talking about this? Because I love this one. Phygiology, I'll have to check out who that is. I'm not even sure who that is in the groups, or if I know him. Oh, very nice. Start making your own 3D sliders there. Let's see what time we got. We got 3:05. So obviously the two main, well, there's three main things that we're looking at today. We've got the Kuko slider with the just awesome X plates. I love this thing. I only I put that up for the giveaway because I was able to get the damn, I can't remember what they called this one, but this one's in stainless steel. I like the weight of it a lot. David Yagi. No, I don't know him. Peanut V2. That is a good one. What is so great about the bubble? It's really about modularity, just being able to change it out, but it's got just kind of an unbeatable sound that a lot of people look past because the travel of it is only 4 clicks long, and so people think it's not worthy, but it is an EDC, 100%. As they say, everyday carry. It's just kind of addicting. Great feel, great sound. It's not too aggressive, so it's not going to really you know, kill your office mate or anything like that. It's a really good one. That one's titanium, blue titanium. Yeah, it's not everybody's bag for sure. Yep, Dan did a review of the Beetle Crash. I've got one, or it's not Beetle Crash, but it's Beetle Crash-esque, yeah. That should be on the way. Along with that, what's that one thing? Not the exoskeleton or something. Hold on. I've got it in my cart here. Oh, damn, it's my cart on my phone. What is that thing called? Oh, hell yeah. The ammo decoder here. Looks like a new material is out. That was one that I wanted to try as well. I'm really excited about this YOLO No Fire. If you guys have seen that, it really looks like a true lighter. Oh, there goes my microphone. Sorry about that. A true lighter Fidget, obviously without the fire part of it. That's why it's called the No Fire. But yeah, I have this slider from No Hands on the way. And what was the other one? Damn it. Flipoo's cool. We're getting there. We're getting there. What is it? I don't think I'm sorted right here. Sort by date new to old. There it is. Okay, so that's the bubble slider. I'm going to get that. That's from 9 Hands. I'm going to get the wormhole slider right here from Ammo. I've heard that one's pretty good. I got the magnetic, or magnetic pig cube here. But I have to get the mechanical as well. Yeah, the Walkman Fidget, it's essentially the rabbit. I think it might just be a knockoff, so I probably won't review that one. The tungsten bubble is a brick. Yeah, I have held one of those. It's bananas. Too much for me. The laptop is cut off. I know, I'm trying to, there, maybe that's better. I need a tray. Get a tray, man. They've got all sorts of different options now. Top E tuning videos. No. I did a top E video at one point where I changed out some of the insides. Here it is, the exoskeleton. That's the thing that I'm ordering as well. That thing looks really interesting. I'll probably get it in titanium from Wanwu. If it's anything like the other Wanwu piece that I just passed here. Clearly my mind is sharp today. I can't remember nothing. The popping, that's what it was. That piece right there was really good. So and that's from Wanwu as well. So I'm hoping that if that exoskeleton is kind of like that, it'll be really good. Let's get back to the chat. Okay. Opinions on the new Mag Labs. Getting kind of out of control. I mean, clearly he has really upped production with the new machine that he got at the end of last year. I kind of wish that you'd see the prices go down on some of the ones that are not Zerk, but I don't see that happening. Some of them are cool. Some are a little much, a little too much. Okay, let's take a look at the drawing here. That's the reason why everyone is here to begin with. We had 182 entries. Here's the breakdown. I'm going to bring this closer here. A little handheld action. Here's the breakdown of the drawing. So we had 12.7% in for the Lautie Doughnut. That's 23 people right there. We had 46 enter for the Kuko Flow Mini, and then 112 enter for that 300 to MetaEDC. So good luck to everybody. I've got an Excel spreadsheet breakdown here of each of those options. So we've got 23 people for the Lautie Doughnut. So let's do that drawing first. 23 folks looking for that Lautie Doughnut. Now, we'll do a little bike race here. You know, I made the time a little longer than usual, but just because it builds a little tension, you know. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. Holding my microphone like so. So here we go. Let's give it away. Let's give some stuff away here. All right, 23 people, 45 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna hear an echo of myself, but oh my God. Nah, I gotta mute that. I'm sorry, but 17's taking the lead here. We still got 23 seconds left. This is for the Lautie Doughnut. Number 1 is coming in hot. Oh boy, 17 and 1, neck and neck. 1 is still in the lead unless somebody jumps out there. Oh boy, 15 and 23 coming up. 21, holy cow. 21 is the winner. 21. If you can see that, can I zoom in? Yeah. Booyah. All right, let's see who 21 is in the spreadsheet here. 21 is Tamas Pohl. Plots 3BO. All right. Congrats, Tamas. You are the winner. Let's mark that in yellow there. 21. All right. Let's move on to the Kuko flow. Kuko flow. So 45 entries for the Kuko flow. Let's go back in here. Let's see, should we do bike race again? Or let's see, they've got some different racing styles here. All right, it's gonna be a robot race on this one. Oh, duck race, okay. You know what, how about this? Robot race for this one, and we'll do duck race for that 300. That'll be the main giveaway, the big one, and that'll be ducks. 45 people here. 45. Set the timer for another 45 seconds. Look at all those robots. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa, 13 with those quick arms. Whoa, 13 with those quick arms. All right, as we get down to it, we got 23 still leading the pack, but he is not moving very quick. 26 is moving up pretty slowly. Holy cow, 26 might pull this off. Oh my God, 30. 30, holy cow. Right at the last second. 30 jumps out of nowhere. All right, let's see who 30 is. JoElle Johnson, JoJo2904, who I think, are you on right now? Congrats, JoElle. That rocks. Okay. Well done. That is the Kuko mini flow right there for you. All right. Very cool. Okay, JoElle is possibly with us. All right, so we've got 112. You can see there, 112. Maybe you catch your name in there and you might see what number you are. Maybe get an idea for where you stand on this. This is going to be a big one. Look at that, Morgan's at number 1. Oh, nice. Hi, JoJo. All right. Here we go. We're going in for ducks. The classic duck race. This is for 300 to MetaEDC. Hold on here. We got to find the ducks. Random. I want a random number generator. There we go. No. Race timer. There she is. Oh, hi. That was a little shot of me. What did I say? 112. 112. This one's going to be a minute long, just to make you guys squirm a little bit. All right. I will not talk so I don't have to hear my echo until about 15 seconds out. My echo until about 15 seconds out. My echo until about 15 seconds out. Holy cow, look at all those ducks. It's a lot of ducks. Let's shuffle them up, make sure that it's not numbered 1 through 112 in a row there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, all that music just fades out, just turns into quack, so I might as well talk. We got 11, who's been pretty consistently right up front there. 15 seconds left. Somebody gonna pop out here. We are nearing the finish line. 12 is taking the, nope. 9, 14, 70, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? 70, holy cow. All right, look at that. Ducky number 70. And who could it be? Amaldo Horta. Amaldo Horta. There we go. Now, that's awesome. If Amaldo happens to be on, happy to go on MetaEDC and make the purchase live on air if he knows what he wants, or she. Amaldo's not a name I'm familiar with, but all right, exciting stuff. Thank you guys for continuing to support the channel, and yeah, I'm looking at possibly listening to Shutter Island, the audiobook. I appreciate you guys continuing to support the channel and just kind of not only support but show your appreciation for the channel and engage and chat every day. Thank you, Ragnarok. It's a lot of fun being able to do this. Those are my legs right there. I've got a really loose stand here. I know I'm super professional. There we go. Forgot to zoom out. No, it's a blast getting to talk with you guys every day. And, you know, I try to maintain some consistency and post every day and and you know, make sure that I'm keeping up with what's out there. Thank you, Stephen. Stand, is that a JoJo's reference? I don't know. So, just to reiterate here, the Doughnut is going to Tamas, Pohl, plots 3BO. The Kuko flow going to Jojo 2904, who's on, congrats. JoElle. And then the 300 to Meta is going to Amaldo Horta. Obviously, I don't have $300 here, but that'll be a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff on there that you'll be able to choose from. I appreciate Brian at MetaEDC for being willing to let me use that as one of my monthly pieces there, so that I can use my discount to be able to provide that to you. The scoop on the new bubble you mentioned in your Top G video. Are you talking about the skeletonized version that's coming out? There is a new bubble that should be arriving any day now. I imagine it'll be here either Monday or Tuesday of this week. And then I'll try to have a review up pretty quickly. Usually if there's something new coming out, I try to be quick on the review. Let's see if I can find a photo of it here. Metal toys. Top B. It's not necessarily a bubble, but it is a Top B. I don't see it on. Oh yeah, I did get the Dom. Back right there. Play for Beans has it on site. Yeah, I imagine viewers were going to gonna dip after they found out they didn't win. People don't like to not win. Whoops, clicked on the wrong one. Play for Beans. Yep, I got the piano slider. I got a crux back. I am right back where I started. There she is. That is the what? Ragnarok has prom tonight? Oh, play some Marvel Rivals, then get ready for prom. Congrats. Very cool. Yeah, look at that. Gorgeous looking bubble right there. Very excited. Very, very excited. Yeah, have fun at prom. What a blast. Which, oh, yeah, Steven, did you buy the 9 hands square slider, right, from me? Definitely is original. Yep. No, I love this piano slider, and I sold it, and I always know if I sell something and I can just kind of feel myself being pulled back to it, you know, you kind of like, you miss it or you miss the action of it. This thing does this really well, like the USB trick that I love, and it's got those just little tiny magnets right there and right there, so you kind of get this little pull that's really nice. So I like that a lot. Let's move these guys over because I don't want to possibly hurt them while they are getting ready to be shipped out. Reminder for those that won, if you won, shoot me an email at fidgetfocused8@gmail.com. Fidgetfocused8. I'll put it in the chat here. Although the chat goes away when I post the live stream, unfortunately. I looked up if that was something that I could save. What's up, John? That is something I looked up if I could save, and you have to download like additional add-ons to do that. I could put it in the description. Dang, that is smart. So smart. Yeah, I'll add that to the description after. But if you won, shoot me an email. Let me know your address. Again, I put it in the original video that I did. I'm going to have, if you're outside of the U.S., I'm going to have the winners pay for the shipping just because it's a larger giveaway. And, you know, if I were to have 3 winners outside the U.S., that could easily turn into, you know, another $100 right there. So 2 brain cells. So yeah, what kind of new pieces have you guys gotten? What has everybody been using? Three winners for 3K, 4 winners for 4K. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I could easily, give away all my fidgets here. Yeah, that's interesting, Cal. I don't know. I looked it up, and it really it didn't give me a good answer. A lot of the things I saw said that currently there is no way to save that chat. I'm so just absolutely illiterate when it comes to live streaming. I know some other people like Fidget Nerd, that's kind of their bread and butter. And he's got all the equipment, probably has all the add-ons downloaded and ready to go. I can't figure it out. The cubes from, Krubes from VibeEDC? What is that, Abby? Very curious. Yeah, getting people to watch, that's the hard part of a stream. All the extras, I think just right now with everything between work and kids and school and stuff like that, maybe I'll get more into it once I get a little less on my plate. So hopefully I can put a little more into live streaming when I'm out of school here at the end of August. 1 million subs would probably bankrupt me, or at least leave me fidgetless in an alley somewhere, wondering what to do with my hands. Oh, the Mott Mix is great. You still got your EDC start wheel from a couple years back. Oh, I love that one. It is hard to find now, and I'll tell you where it's at. It's one of my almost 16-year-old. It's one of his favorite fidgets. So I took a couple of the ones that like you've seen on my original videos from several years ago, and gave those to him because he was really into them. And so he's got my start button. He's got my original Gao Owl. He's got pretty good collection actually of my original pieces. So he likes them though, but he likes just having a little small collection. He doesn't want to have anything larger than that. So he's held on to those. Yeah, he likes it, although he still bites his nails. I'm like, you have got to stop doing that. The 2-piece cashew is really good. I've got another, I sold the blue, like translucent looking one of the cashew that was like a triple stack. And I actually just repurchased it. But instead of that showing up, I got pants. So I'm still holding on to these. They're not my size. Maybe they will be someday if I can get my shit together. But yeah, I ordered another WJ creation slider. It's like the brownie slider, but I had never had it in titanium, so I ordered that. I ordered another cashew and the Mackie Knight 3.0 spinner, and pants showed up. Now, people have been curious about a follow-up on the pants. What's the situation or the status on the pants? To be honest, I've emailed G1. They asked for a picture of the label because they wanted to figure out what happened. And then they said, well, we'd like to reship it. And I told them that I would appreciate that. And then never heard anything back. It's been, you know, like a week and a half or something like that. So hopefully I hear something from them, or I don't know. Hopefully I hear something from them, or something shows up in my mailbox that's not pants, but instead, you know, like the fidgets I ordered. I don't know how it happened. Honestly, unless somebody like intercepted the package and was curious what was inside and then took that and left me pants. But square sliders are the shit. Absolutely. Yeah, maybe I can get Plants Wake You Up to sell these pants. And I didn't have them before April Fool's, so I know some people were like, I thought this was an April Fool's joke, but it happened after. I can't remember what day it was, but Pants Wake You Up. That is good. That is really good. Damn. That is funny. Oh, man. Pants Wake You Up. That is a new site I'm going to start. We're going to sell pants and fidgets. Let's go into business together. Yeah, maybe just another person. You might have just won the pants. Maybe that needs to be like the other giveaway. Should we do another duck race for pants? The pie rebound is really good, yeah. And definitely, it needs like the magic track balls that like MCHZ, whatever it is. They've got the magic track where the balls are encased, like they still roll back and forth, but they don't fall out. That is what's needed for the rebound, because yeah, otherwise it does come apart really easily. This thing's been really fun. It is just essentially this. I'll have a review. I should have a review this next week here. I don't know if it beats this, because there's something about the high edges here that make it a lot easier to rotate, where these have this curved edge, and it doesn't totally, but it sounds like it has like a tuning fork piece in there. Because that is like the one difference, along with being clicky and having this, which kind of lends itself to some of these motions. Oh, I know. I need to get into the Fidget Nexus group. That is something that it's on my to-do list, really. But again, like I told my wife, sometimes it's hard. I do totally acknowledge it, and I actually got on there the other day because somebody had sent me a message, or I saw that I had like a notification, and I responded back. But another social media platform is almost like it would take my brain to another to a level that's not manageable for me. Um, oh yeah, you got to get Cal in there. But yes, I would like to get in there. This thing's a lot of fun, surprisingly. I've been enjoying it. I was curious about it because I mean it looks pretty basic, and I thought this thing could be the biggest waste of money, but it's got a really great sound to it. Good ping. Yeah, Cal, get back into the Discord there. Everybody wants you back in there. What's the mechanism in that? This thing is actually, I'm not going to take it apart right now. I'll do it on the review that I do for it because it's got little tiny Teflon balls in there. So this thing actually has two little parts that come out on the side with little tiny Teflon balls in it, and then the balls and springs are on the end of it. So if you look here, you can actually buy just this little rectangular piece here and replace the track. So they've got dense tracks and all sorts of stuff in PEI, and then I bought mine in Peak. But pretty cool. You get the Gal Pie slider that almost like my groove. Yeah, I do. Don't like it. Don't like it. And I know, you know, if you're considering buying this, check out Dan Bruner's video because he did a really good breakdown of this, and he really liked it. I did not, but see, and now since I've taken it apart and put it back together and kind of scratched it up, trying to open it up and everything, it just doesn't sound very good. Yes, it is a pain to open. Sound-wise, I mean, it's if you're into this type of fidget and you don't want to spend the money for a Mott Groove, kind of hard to beat for that. But ultimately, it's just they've got better stuff. I just wouldn't I wouldn't bother opening it up. Got something similar, but it's a lot bigger. Yeah, they did make some PEI groove-like sliders that I think they looked just like a groove, but they were pie. My novel carry slider, the general. What kind did you order? I know the titanium pre-order is still not out right yet. Yeah, China is kind of a no-go. Oy, oy, oy. What a world. Do I have the Candy Rich in metal? This one? Or this is the Rich Coin 2.0 maybe. Oh, this is the one. Okay. I dig this thing. I was actually thinking about asking, I know Jason at Fidget Boy has been doing some killer etching recently. I almost kind of want to send this to him USB and have him like etch something really killer in it, because I like it, but it is missing some flair, just a little bit of flair, not a ton, but just a little bit. It's got a great sound to it. Can you get it anymore? I thought so. I think this is still out there. I do still have the plastic one too. It would look nice anodized, although I think this is stainless steel. So I don't know, it doesn't generally take to anodizing. It would need to be flamed maybe. I feel like I missed a question. Oh, the novel carry thing. The general, hard to say. I don't know when I ordered this one. I mean, I think it took a while, only because I specially requested this material. And this is a carbon fiber that comes out of Turkey, or like the Lithuania area. And so they had to source that, and it had to clear customs and all that kind of stuff. Then once it arrives, they have to machine it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I mean, Novel Carry, they're also two guys that are still doing it as a side business, and they're really starting to take off, but it's still not a full-time job. So they are working during the day, coming home and cranking out orders, and more power to them. I mean, they're making great stuff. Mechanical coin recommendations. I like the Medalist. It is a tooth and thorn setup, so it's not like a spring and ball, but instead has this little ring with a little metal point on it. I mean, that thing is really good. The AC EDC noise is phenomenal. That is really good in PEI if you can find it. And then let's see, what other mechanical coins? I don't know if I have many. Hell, that might be it, but yes, thank you, Lego Lancer. Like the stream. Absolutely. Let's see. The Forbidden Fidget brand, yeah. That is a pretty good mechanical coin. These are on AliExpress, I think, now. It is a really good coin. Yeah, AliExpress, or and I never know if it's Kei, whatever it is. They've got a Facebook group too. The Rich Light version for Novel Carry. Yeah, I don't think that should take too long. But how long have you been waiting, General? Because I would probably reach out to him, maybe even reach out in the Facebook group and just ask like what the lead time looks like. I think they've got quite a bit on their plate, so you might just be somewhere down the line in the queue. This thing's been fun, and I just bought the, I don't know if you guys know Marlene Burge, who's our good friend in Norway. She's got a 4-stack from Pritz Fidgets that looks phenomenal, and I bought that off of her, so should have another one from Pritz coming. I do it, hopefully. Oh, you guys are talking about the Discord. How does that feel sliding the domino? So this is my Carta, which is maybe kind of like a G10, but my Carta is like a paper type material that is then pressed into a resin and cut. It's got a really good slide to it, though. I have not seen the latchet. Oh, wait a second. VibeEDC, are you talking about the one that has the little balls on it that the piece runs over the balls? It's like a different type of mechanical. He does some really interesting stuff. This is nice, though, and really fairly quiet. It's been nice to carry around. Yeah, the soda is cool. I was really torn between this and an orange Turbo Glow, but I just generally do not use things that glow in the dark that often. Not use them. I use them, but I don't light them up. Pyra. I'm going to have to check out what that is because I'm not aware of that one. Oh, I have the video of all the Mott Groove and Mott Groove adjacent pieces. I've got that review in the can. That'll be out this next week. I filmed that like a week ago, but I just had so many reviews backlogged. If you guys haven't tried JoElle, this thing is really awesome. This is the Duo Mini. I've got a review of this in the can too. That'll be out this next week. The Duo Mini is not terribly loud, but it's also, it's kind of up to you how you format it because she sends with a lot of extra balls and springs. So the Lucky Coin Slider on G1. Which one was that? Let's look it up. Lucky Coin Slider. Huh. That does look interesting. It does not look like something I would use. Partly because of the copper, partly because the aesthetic is not really my thing. So probably not. Ships in 90 days. That's another thing too, is a lot of the things that are on there right now, you know, if it's a pre-order that is like 90 days out, 70 days out, I'm probably going to wait on that just because I don't want to have my money tied up in stuff that I can't even review. So I will try to, you know, kind of wait for things to actually hit and just buy them as quick as I can so that they don't sell out. But then, you know, then it'll ship within a week or so. Yeah, Chaos. It is super cool that Jackie printed this. Such an awesome piece, really cool colors. And her and I have actually been working on a new mechanical together, kind of a design idea that I had that she has taken to whole new levels. kind of a slow process because obviously we're both super busy. But she's got some really great ideas around it, so I'm excited for that. Copper is amazing. Yeah. All right. I'm not huge on the smelly metals, but okay, the N-Star slider, that's the 42 Cosmo piece on G1 that I think pops up like every time I open up the store. Yeah, see, no, it won't happen, but always on my phone, the N-Star shows up right away. Here we go. That's that guy from 42 Cosmo. Everybody that I know that has purchased one and tried one says that it is not good. So I have avoided that one, although I've been very curious. I almost had a little kind of deal worked out with, I think, is it Tamara? She goes by Fidget Mom. She was selling one. I was actually going to try to convince her to let me review it first before she sold it, but she might have accidentally sold it. Not accidentally, but she might have sold it before I had reviewed it. The new 2EDC lighter thing. Have you seen that? Yeah, I'm guessing you're talking about the no fire. I was talking about that a little earlier here. It looks awesome. Again, that's one of those things that is... Are you talking about that? The no fire? That's not 2EDC, that's JoElle EDC, but... Either way, this thing looks awesome. It looks like it's going to have like this little maybe polycarbonate handle that you'll be able to use. That thing looks really awesome. I am excited about that one. Reminds you of an AirPods case. Yeah, it is very Zippo adjacent, more so than any of the other sliders have been that I've seen. 80 grams for a free-floating slider, start to fatigue my wrists. Yeah, you got to be kind of careful with the weight of them. That's why I've never gotten into the tungsten zone. A lot of people really get into tungsten, but my favorite piece at the moment... Great question. Honestly, I've been using the new MetaEDC wrapped light. So he sent me this one. This is what he calls Maker's Choice, which is a dual color shell. And then this one is shorter than the tall. Right, that's the tall chamfer. This one's just the regular chamfer, but it goes over the plates. So instead of them showing, it's a little wider. So I also got one that was the tall and the wide. I already talked to Jesse at MetaEDC about that. It was really like, for my size hands, I told him I could either go wide and flat or tall and skinny. That's about what I can handle. But this thing has been really nice, really good feel, good size. Am I going to try to get an MVS? No, I'm not. I've had a wrapped before. I liked the wraps. The thing I say about Motusworks, and if you like Motusworks sliders, more power to you. I like them, I really do. But I think the market has kind of surpassed Motusworks. Obviously, he gave us the wrapped light plates, which was a stroke of genius for sure. And then outsourcing them to people is just probably, I'm sure he's making money hand over fist on that. But it's not really, I think regular wraps, they've kind of been surpassed in the market in terms of what's available out there. And so I don't think that they're necessarily like the best sliders on the market at this point. They're definitely like the bougiest. It's like the Dolce & Gabbana or I don't know, other brands that I don't wear. It's like getting a Louis Vuitton purse when, you know, a fucking shopping bag works just as well. Does the same purpose. So no, I probably won't get it. I have reviewed wraps in the past, and you can look back at the history of that, or my channel history and watch that. But I probably won't pursue another one now just because it's a lot of money for something that isn't necessarily that unique anymore. Any SOBs? So I do have the thin Trider on the way. I have not gotten, you know, any premiums of the thin SOB or the SOB 2.0 or whatever. But I did order the thin Trider, and I think that'll be here early this week, next week too. So I am excited about that because I have loved the triangle slider. T3 as the first free-floating slider, that is a great choice, DG, for sure. Sorry, trying to catch up here on these comments. Wrapped light, the haptic EDC photon, or the Otter EDC is tempting but too expensive for me. Yeah, I think the Otter EDC definitely kind of takes the cake for me on that one right now. Although the haptic EDC one is very good. I did put on, I took the photon body off of this to put on the new thin bodies that Jesse had sent me. But we'll see if I put it back on. I can hear my 7-year-old upstairs arguing with my wife about something. Who knows? Is the Maker's Choice thin two-tone? Yes. So all of the Maker's Choice ones that he releases are dual color. So that's pretty cool. And then he's also doing that one that has like almost like a hexagonal pattern. It almost looks like the carpet from The Shining on top, which is really cool. Yes, Modus Works is controversial. Absolutely. There's been quite a bit of controversy lately at in some of the fidget groups on Facebook. Some people putting out some different things. I don't know if you saw Fidget Fix put on blast for something that was totally not worthy of being called out. Just kind of people stirring shit for no reason, just to create negativity in the hobby, which is unfortunate. Also, in the secondary market, you have the right to list things at any price you see fit. And if people don't like it, you kind of got to just move on. I don't know if that's how people are feeling about wraps at the moment, or if that's just me. That's just kind of how I've felt about them for a while. But to be honest or transparent, I think what Jonas is doing is 100% the correct business move. I mean, he's still making wraps because people are still paying those prices. If somebody's doing that, you're not going to change the recipe that people love. So more power to him. People keep buying them. He's going to keep making them. Yeah, Slim Trider. I'll have a review of that this week. Sam6 Sandwich, congrats on 3K. Thank you. There is a Discord, not for this channel, but it is... Yeah, Fidget Nexus. Okay, just another person jumped in there. The glazing echo chamber goes so hard in the Facebook groups. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, though, Leon, is like... people are willing to pay the secondary price. If I were Jonas, honestly, I'd be upping the price of what a regular one costs, but he doesn't have to because, I mean, they sell out immediately. But I mean, if people are paying that on secondary, I think he could probably up the price. But again, you do that and it's a snowball effect, and it's just going to continue to go up and up, and hopefully, you know, that doesn't affect the prices of some of these other things that we all like. I should try the thin Otter EDC. Had the chamfer tall, but it's too big for my hands. Yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, I don't have big hands, but some of the people in the Facebook groups, you see them hold this, and I'm like, did he make like an extra large version, or especially the bubble? There's somebody in the group. Who is it? When they hold the bubble or top B, it looks massive in their hands, and I'm always, I was like, holy cow, some tiny hands out there. So maybe not for everybody on the tall chamfer, but it has worked really well for me. What's up, Fidget Mania? How you doing? Yeah, if you haven't seen any drama recently, you're probably not a part of Spinner Talk. The Spinner Talk group on Facebook is kind of a dumpster fire this weekend. Just another person, I agree. Everything is not a wrapped clone. Now, the way I always put it is I always say, you know, people are going to start curving the plates. There's only so many shell styles you can do. And like the Aurora Sand, which I don't have that specific one, but I got a new one from Maximus at Supermax 3D, who was nice enough to gift me this one when we did our Michigan Fidget meetup. Now this is the slim version. I figured it out. I think there's a slim and there's a pro version. The pro has stainless steel plates on both sides. Slim is, as you can see, slim. And it's got a Teflon plate and a stainless steel plate. Really quick, let me figure out what I was saying there. Yeah, wrapped like clones. The way I always put it is, when somebody designed the wheel, people didn't continue to drive around in square-wheeled cars because they didn't want to clone the wheel, right? So curved plates obviously are a phenomenal thing, and they started with wrapped, but that doesn't mean that other people shouldn't do it. If it's better, then people are going to use that idea. It wasn't patented, and you know, they should be able to do what they want. Now, Kuko was one that was chased off because they were called Magnus clones. I want to say that when Kuko released her plates originally, they were dimpled plates that looked similar to Magnus, and they ran her out of the groups, and actually I think they banned her from the groups. Greta is who does Kuko EDC here, and she came back in full force with her own shit and pretty much you know, proved that she had the creativity to to build a brand and wasn't just trying to piggyback off Magnus. It just happened to be that they ended up looking kind of similar. And then she released the X plates and these new ISO plates that are just killer. Magnus sliders. I like Magnus sliders. Snoopsy. I really do enjoy them. I don't have a ton in my collection as we speak. I've got a Super X. And what else? Oh, and then my Toad 2-click, which I've loved. Love this one. I used this the entire car ride almost on the way back from Wisconsin this morning. Always good. This is still hands down my favorite Kuko slider. This X with the X plates, but this is the regular size. You can see it up against the new minis here. That it's a little bit larger. This thing's hefty as hell, but it is so good. I am falling behind on comments here. I apologize if I missed anybody. I know somebody asked what my go-to fidget is right now, and I think I missed answering that. And I would say it's my Delta. And they've got new smooth plates. And I need those, but I have not gotten them yet. All right. Secondary market is tough. But, you know, every now and then you'll find people that are selling just so people can try new stuff. I saw some Magnus beans the other day go for like $90, which is like 200, not 200, maybe 100 more or 100 less than what they'd normally go for. And I reached out to him and I said, listen, I'm not going to buy because this is a perfect deal for somebody who's just getting into fidgets and maybe wants to try something that premium for a less than premium price. And I said, I just think it's awesome that you made it, you know, a good price. And he said, yeah, I'm just trying to let people try some stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. I think that was Jeremy Campbell, maybe. Shout out. Inspiration is different than stealing. I agree. You know, there's stuff that crosses the line on kind of a copycat level. But again, none of this stuff is patented. So it's hard. It sucks that sometimes people steal some stuff, but I don't know what to say. That's kind of a tough area. I still slightly think Kuko does get inspired by Magnus. Maybe, but there's nothing wrong with inspiration. I mean, people make movies that are essentially remakes of their favorite movies, but I think Greta really has some of these sliders figured out where they're not overly gaudy like some of the new Mag Labs have become. And she just kind of keeps it simple, keeps some simple designs there. You know, I think that's really nice and clean looking. Still kind of torn about a Wispy. Yeah, the secondary on Wispies is still very high. I'm waiting for that to go down too. I mean, you're not going to find one that's less than 300. And I still think about that one. I'm kind of like, maybe I shouldn't have sold it. I would like to get the Teflon plates, but I'll wait for a trade or something for that. Only so many shapes that a rectangle can be. Agreed. All Are there any mechanicals the size of the CP3 Nano? I saw O1EDC makes one. Got this little guy. He's maybe a little bigger. A CP3 Nano maybe is like that. So there's like a little bit more. That's really nice. I had that thing on my radar for a long time, but it's obviously still kind of expensive. And then I found one in secondary, so it was a good spot. V3.1 plates are the best. Are you talking Compiform V3? Regular size X and mini web ISO, yeah. The Kuko X slider, goated as they say. I agree, Leon. Where can I buy the Delta? Novelcarry.com, I believe, is the site. How do you get a Kuko slider? There's never anything in stock. Yeah, go, Snoopsy, go to the Kuko Facebook group. That's going to be the best spot. And then you just put on your notifications. And when Greta posts, she'll usually post like a handful of sliders where she's got them lined up. And she'll say, these are the ones that are going up today. And then you jump on the site and you buy one. What's this guy called? I think this is just called the O1EDC Mechanical Mini. And you can get it on 01edc.com. Kuko V3.1. Gotcha, Richard. Let's see, is it Novelcarry? Yeah, novelcarry.com. That's where you find the Delta. Boom, boom, bam. Fingerprint magnet, absolutely. I've thought about maybe blasting the shell of this, doing a sandblast to it, because I'm not big on the polished stainless steel. Just another person. Keep it real. Have a good one. Should be a salesperson. For who? All of these? I think that's what my channel is. People are always telling me that I'm screwing with their financials. I'm like, I'm not clicking the pay now button for you. What's up, Aaron? Aaron Kwan. This thing was a lot more interesting than I expected. Oh, Dr. Noise. No, we talked about the pants earlier. Still not sorted. I do still have them. And I'm not sure what to do with them. I think just another person was maybe looking to get their hands on the pants. But I did contact G1. They were a little perplexed by what happened, but I think they're going to reship my order. All right, Sam, I'm just going to say sandwich. If you use a mechanical slider, if you use it slowly, is it quiet like magnetic? I guess it does get a little quieter. But not a ton. I would say that, if you want that, you can put different springs and Teflon balls in there, and it'll make it a more quiet feedback. All right, let's see. glow-in-the-dark beads to the track of the Flipoo, and they jump. Maybe you should give it a try. I did get some glow-in-the-dark beads with that. It came with some different types of balls, like glass beads and stuff like that. And today I put up a video. Somebody had asked for, you know, what does it sound like if you put 2 of these on this side or 2 on that side? And so I put all the different variations of it in there. Sure, you can call me Sandwich. And posted that today as a short, if you didn't see that. Pants giveaway. Yeah. Gonna have to, but we'll have people enter by size. All right, let's see. Which actually available square slider would you recommend? I think if you go on Fidget Syndicate on Etsy, I would definitely recommend the Klondike. I think he's got some 3D printed versions of it still up. And I would get that. I think that's good. I think the the novel carry mini tile is just a really quiet experience. It's got 1 big magnet in the middle and then 4 in the corners, so you get this really like quiet slide like that. That's been really nice. And then I don't know where I have it, but the square Gao slider is probably pretty easy to get your hands on. You just go on AliExpress. Yeah. Damn, I don't know where that's at. I talked about this last time. The 3DC printings single slider. I think I've got the original here. Which I said I loved this thing because it's just the right size for a stick slider. A single row of magnets slider. So he remade it with the rebar, is what he called it. And that's on Etsy. That's really nice. I've got a review of that one coming up too. Strawberry Klondike is up currently. Nice. Someone suggested it in one of my shorts that Rage 3D should make a PB&J slider. Cal, that is genius, yeah. You should absolutely reach out to Ray on Facebook and let him know that. Oh, he has the ice cream sandwich, but not the Klondike. Darn, well, he has been refreshing that pretty regularly. More so than he used to. So if you get a chance to purchase the Klondike, I would go for it. Definitely going to have to put in a novel carry order. They look right up my street. They look right up my street? Right up your alley, like in terms of what you like, or you live near them? Yeah, this thing, I love this slider. It's really good. What's up, Erica? Can you slowly do that square flow? Can't tell what it is you're doing. Up, down, down, up, down. It's about pushing from the corners. So you push from that corner, push from that corner up, or doing this, grab from this side, rotate it back in. Up my alley. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Oh, Karen says Novel Carry has a drop tomorrow at noon. Yeah, it looked like they had some new pieces that they were releasing. Wasn't your idea, so not sure if you should reach out. You don't have to take the credit for it, Cal. Just say somebody in my short mentioned this. I think it's a genius idea. That'd be really cool to see Ray put out a square slider. And I mean, I think that'd be pretty easy and kind of in brand for him. Darn, Lego Lancer. Yeah, 3DC printing stuff to the UK would probably be pricey. Somehow I was able to get a Sticks Boy on Etsy. Amazing. I wish Fidget Boy did bigger runs. Yeah. I mean, I think Jason, you know, he's putting a lot of time into some of the metal stuff that he's making, or his partner John is making, and he is working on learning laser engraving right now to do some etching. He showed me, he's got these plates. I think he posted them in his group. He lasered color into them, which is just wild. So he lasered them and made them like blue and purple. Noon in which time zone? Novel Carry is East Coast, so I would probably say EST is what it's going to be. Who won? Yeah, let's give an update really quick. So the Doughnut went to Tamas, Pohl. The Kuko Flow went to JoElle Johnson, or Jojo, I think, still on with us. And then the Meta $300 went to Amaldo Horta. So those lucky folks won. Congrats to them. I appreciate you guys getting me to 3,000 and still liking the channel and still engaging on all the videos. Again, I appreciate that very, very much. At the top, I feel icky saying it, but I did put a link to my PayPal. I always say donations are welcome but not required. Yep, noon in the East Coast time zone. Who won? Like the stream for sure. And yeah, congrats to the folks that won. A lot of entries. And I normally don't comment on all the feedback that people put on the video because it could mess up the count. But it was really nice reading everybody's comments on the giveaway video. This was an interesting one. This is another one from 3DC Printings. I made a mistake because I took the tape off that they put on here, and it really doesn't work that well with the tape. I thought maybe it would, but they call this one the Kennedy, and it's legit coins printed into this, and then magnets so you can get like a haptic feel out of it, but without the tape, it doesn't work very well. So I haven't reviewed that one yet. My favorite sticker that I have, that is a good question. Boy, oh boy. On the box right now. I love, it's probably one of the Metal Toys stickers, because when you get their stuff, a lot of times they send these really cool feeling stickers. Like this one here, they've got a really good feeling to it, almost like a really soft sandpaper or something. So I really like those that they send with. This one was from JMEB who does the geez Louise, let me find it. They do this slider here. They sent with this one, which is, I just love like all these sparkly ones. They remind me of those machines in the 90s where you'd put 4 quarters in and then get it in like a little cardboard pouch kind of thing. I always loved doing those. Get some really killer stickers when you were a kid. All right, let's see. Love to trade my West. Oh, you want to trade your Wispy with Teflon plates? Dang, Karen, I'll have to think of. Reach out to me. I'll have to see what I've got or what we could work out. That would be cool. I'd love to try it with Teflon plates for sure. Yeah. Jet Compiform ripoffs are not a thing that I have found. This is not a process that can be like very easily repeated for cheap. He does like micro welding on these sides here, where he literally like hits it with just the smallest little welds and welds these 2 plates together to where it is absolutely seamless. And so it is really just kind of a, it's not repeatable unless you were to, you know, actually do the process, and at which point you're not going to sell it for cheap, unfortunately. Katsura, oh, the biscuit floating slider. Are you talking about this guy? This one is really nice. Fidget World got good exposure by Accessorized channel. I mean, he has millions of subs and just casually entered the Fidget World and makes short content so far. Interesting. I will have to look that up. Accessorized channel. Yeah, I mean that would be cool if somebody entered the space that had the money to, you know, really dig into all of these. I try to keep up, but even for me, it can be tough. I got to make some tough calls on what I want to review or not review sometimes. They've been posting for years now. That's interesting. I'll have to look into them and see what they have going on. Compiform, do they have any hybrid setups? I don't know about that. Most of his magnet setups are pretty similar. This one is a little lighter, and then there are some like the original V2 and the original V3 even, that were very hard to push because they were very strong magnets. So I'd say, if anything, this version of the V3 might be as hybrid as you're going to get. And it's the one that has the rounded edge corners instead of a flat top plate. Those are usually the ones that have a little more weakness to it, I guess. Any suggestions on a good slider under $50 to $60? Yeah, a good slider. We've got the M01, and we've got the slider from Fidget Duck here. Very good. Very good. This is, Otter EDC, the M01. And Cal, maybe you can tell me. I'm trying to remember the name of this one. Cal does a lot of kind of custom sliders. Am I a top B guy? Yeah, and this is, I'm going to answer a couple more things and then probably head out to go eat dinner. And then I'm taking my 7-year-old to a Hawaiian-themed dance at his school, which should be a blast. Accessorize Me speaks down on fidgets. Huh. I'll have to look into that guy. Top Bs are awesome, though. Listen to that sound. The camera slider. That's what this guy's called. From Fidget Duck, EDC. A new pour is called the Portal Slider. Oh, I got you. Okay. The Skelly Top B shell. Yes, Richard, we were talking about that one earlier. I've got that one on the way. The Skelly Top B that makes a ping noise. That should be here early this next week. Stephen Webster. One more time with the square slider. Push, push, push. Push in the corner. It's hard to do slow. So I always push it out. Push on that corner so that it goes up. Sometimes I push in the corner and then take this corner, rotate it down. So up, down, up, down, up, down. All around. Steven, I hope this is helpful here. The most quiet slider that I own is probably going to be this one from Prits Fidgets, P-R-I-T-S, Fidgets, or the Strata and Lil Strata from Rage 3D on Etsy. Pritz Fidgets is also on Etsy as well. All right, folks. This has been a blast as always. If you are one of the winners, please reach out to me on email, fidgetfocused8@gmail.com, and I will work out shipping with you and get you your sliders. I think I'm very excited to give these guys away and share these with you guys. Thank you guys for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. That is the Kuko with the X plates going out, the Lautie copper donut, and that 300 to MetaEDC. So very excited for you guys. Thank you, Chaos. Thank you, Dr. Noise. Lego Lancer, as always. Richard, Sandwich, Anaba. Thank you, guys. Thank you, JoJo. Congrats. All right. Have a good one.